So y'all know we got to timestamp it. It's March 31st, 2026, and it's approximately 9:44 a.m. on that eastern side. We done flipped them poles, so it might be western. Then again, y'all know I don't know. But I know one damn thing. On that birth certificate or the certificate of live birth, whatever they want to call it, they named us and they put our names in all caps. So that means that they were standing on business when they named us. So I'm D'Amica. It's time for hashtag Lost Souls Tarot Cards, our portals to truth. We're about to open up some portals and reveal some truths. So as you guys chime on in, I'm going to go ahead and get ready, get set up. We're going to pull on tarot, and we are working with our earth signs. So I have my candle here, my vanilla cashmere candle that I got from Dollar Tree. Shout out to Dollar Tree. And we're going to go ahead and get our incense lit. And while we wait on these energies to come on in, we're going to go ahead and ring this bell and allow them to come on in. So this is revolved around the earth signs: Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Bring that ass here. I am using the swag incense here. And this is money blessings. This is called money blessings. I love how it smells. Ooh, very fresh. I love the energy of money, right? The tool of money. The tool of money, right? Now that cash flow shit they got going around. So thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. Let's go ahead and welcome in these energies. Let's ring this bell. Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. Let's go ahead and welcome in these energies at this time. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, earth signs. What messages are they to receive as we are pushing into April, right? Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. What messages are going to come through with their truths? Ashe. All right, so we got Taurus, we got Virgo, we got Capricorn. Of course, we got Ophiuchus that's sitting out here tall and strong. The 13th constellation, the 13th eon, the 13th bloodline. All right, so let's see. We'll go ahead and we'll start with the Taurus sign. But before we do that, I wanted to go ahead and tap into what the earth sign should expect. And of course, I went to Google. So, earth signs pushing into April of 2026. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in April. You are urged to speak up about your work and ambitions, breaking out of your comfort zones, okay? The month starts with the focus on grounding, but speak with intense energy around April 19th through April 20th as the sun enters Taurus and planets or planes align with heavy hitting Saturn here, okay? So, the key trends for earth signs, and we're starting with Taurus, April 20th through May 20th, you are entering a personal power period, okay? With Venus in your sign, you will focus on pleasure, romance, and refining your life's paths. Around April 20th, the sun enters your sign, giving you a major energy boost, okay, Taurus? So Taurus signs, bring that ass here. We're going to work with the Taurus first. And y'all know I read them comments at the end. Come on, chime on in. Read the comments at the end right before we cut the cords and we pray. All right, so this is for the Taurus sign. We'll start with tarot, and then we'll broaden the deck with the oracle deck, and then we're going to pull on the ABCs. Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. This is for the energy of the Taurus signs pushing into April. Ashe. All right, here we go. And if in case you miss any of your signs, I'm going to put them on my Spotify channel. Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. We'll start with these first. I'm going to put them on my Spotify channel over at Spotify. Hashtag Lost Souls Tarot Cards. Everything's going to be named the same. So instead of you all waiting for this to premiere maybe within 2 or 3 days, you'll be able to get it on Spotify. Listen to those choppers. Ashe, they are on our ass. They done went back and forth at least 3 times. I fucking shay. All right, so the Nine of Wands is coming reverse first, Taurus. Okay, so that's talking about exhaustion, right? Giving up, overwhelmed, worn down by constant challenges, persistent anxieties, inability to maintain boundaries here, okay? So the Nine of Wands is coming reverse if you want to stay in my hand here. The Nine of Wands is coming reverse. The second portal is talking about the Seven of Pentacles coming reversed, right? So unfinished work, procrastination, low effort, waste, lack of growth, setbacks, impatience, lack of rewards. Your energy is scattered, but you are aware when to stop investing your time, money, and energy, okay? So it's causing a stagnant career, little financial compensation, no results in love or work efforts, okay? Portal number 3 is going to be that Two of Wands coming out, right? So portal number 3 is talking about planning and moving forward, progression with achieving a particular goal, discovery, strive and push forward through the tough times, okay? Realize your objectives and goals before you set out to achieve them. And some of you are stepping out of your cocoon and exploring new experiences and worlds. So falling under those that was exhausted and given up and overwhelmed, and you just worn down by the constant challenges, we're going to have the Wheel of Fortune coming out here, okay? And the Wheel of Fortune is coming out saying, hey, there's good luck. This is karma, right? And karma could be good or bad, but what is good or bad? It's just the energy that you put in, right? So for you that felt like you had the inability to maintain your boundaries, hey, destiny is here. It's ups and downs, right? So over-changing cycles of life, ever-changing cycles of life, life cycles, Wheel of Fortune here, okay? You have your Knight of Wands coming out for those that have unfinished work, little financial compensation, a stagnant career. For some of you Taurus, you are feeling energetic and passionate and adventurous. All right. You're chasing your dreams with enthusiasm and you have a fearless spirit. You're channeling your fiery spirit into productive action here. So avoid burnout at this time, okay, because this is the Wands. It's focusing on your creativity, your passion, your drive, okay? So with that unfinished work, what it's seeming like is even with the procrastination for some, you don't want to get be having this Knight of Wands take charge, and then you still have that Seven of Pentacles reverse energy where you're procrastinating or there's unfinished work here. So with this Knight of Wands, you're taking charge, but avoid that burnout here, okay? The Hangman is coming reverse, and this is for those that was planning on moving forward, progression with achieving a particular goal. Something is saying that you're sacrificing too much energy and time and you're getting nothing in return here. So for some of you that are Taurus, it's an absolute standstill with no explanations for some, and it's just not the right option. Divine Spirit is saying consider new ideas and perspectives and embrace changes that's needed within you, because whatever career move that is, it may not work. Six of Swords is coming out. So for those that was leaving in that good luck, life cycles, that Wheel of Fortune energy, ups and downs, it's destiny, you're moving on. You're letting go. It's a mental transition. You're leaving difficulties behind and you're journeying from troubled water to calmer shores. The Ten of Cups is coming reverse. And what that is explaining is that for those that is filled with that creative energy and drive, right, that strong desire for adventure and new experiences, there's domestic peace and comfort, which is unrealistic here. So the bonds between family and community are twisted and broken, okay? So it may have something to do with meddling relatives, hostile workplace, arguments with family over money, isolation at work, a short fling. Instead of a connection, there's distance, and you know, you're trying to learn to treat one another with respect, but they are not here, okay? So it could be pulling on your Knight of Wands energy here. And then it's going back up to that Seven of Pentacles reverse. And it's saying your energy is scattered, but you are aware when to stop investing your time, money, and energy. So it's time to stop. It's time to cut these family members off, these broken bonds and twisted morals that they have. It's time to break that off, whatever's going on, Taurus. It's causing you to be isolated. The Ten of Wands is coming reversed here. So for those that was at an absolute standstill with no explanation and it was not the right time, the Ten of Wands is saying you had to go through the dark. You're going through the dark night of the soul here. Okay, so it's take time to go inward and allow you to process what's bothering you. Okay, if it doesn't add value, it's time to let it go because you're burdened by circumstances that's just not necessary in your life. Okay, so failure to share burdens to release, and some are finding support from that relief, okay? And it's going to cause that financial relief, like that financial burden. You're going to get relief from that. Ooh, trying to chop and screw my throat. That's 9. We need 4 more, Divine Spirit. Thank you so much. We need 4 more. All right, so for those that is in that good luck energy, and you're going through the cycles of karma, okay? You've gone through the dark night of the soul, so now it's time to reap those rewards. Hopefully we'll see what's in that energy. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. We need 2 more. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. So for those that is moving on and letting go and you're leaving the difficulties behind, something is wanting you in prison, and something is like having a victim mentality. It's other energies around you that feels restricted by you moving on here. They feel restricted, and it's a mental restriction, as they should. They should not be in your energy. They don't have any authority to operate with your energy. So it's situations where they believe they have no options and they don't. They're feeling trapped because they shouldn't have come up against you, whatever it is. Whatever it is, it caused you to be worn down by the constant challenges, and it caused you to be overwhelmed, like you wanted to give up, right? Yeah. So now, for those that is dealing with this, the energy of you're taking charge, right? You're chasing your dreams with enthusiasm, and you're fearless with it, with a fearless spirit. You're channeling fiery spirit into productive action, right? But it's that family bond and community that is broken and twisted with meddling relatives, meddling community members, workplace environments, arguments with family over money, and short flings as well. It's time for everyone to learn to treat one another with respect. So that Knight of Cups is coming out, taking charge, right? So since they went for your creativity and your passion and your drive, your Knight is taking charge over your emotions, whoever you are, right? Because they've done enough. Whatever's going on, you Taurus, they've done enough to your emotions and to you, your spirit, your mind, your soul here, okay? Or flip it around. It could be you doing too much to them. Take it how it resonates and leave the rest here, okay? But this Knight of Cups is in proper touch with their emotions, right? Male or female, woman or man, them or they, whatever it is, you're in proper touch with your emotions and intuition, and you're using them for your own well-being. So listen to your heart, whether if choice is logical or not, okay? Meditate and mediate things around your financial disputes, become creative, and in this energy you are. Heard the horns out there. In this energy, you are very attractive and charming to others, okay? You can manifest a person or your own self, and be cautious of the flirtation, especially being revolved around love, as it seems as though you're just trying to find love for yourself here. So you could be flirting with yourself. For those that were burdened by circumstances that was not necessary in your life. So you got two tens that's by each other right now. The Ten of Cups reverse and the Ten of Wands reverse, right? So what I'm looking at is you're going through the dark night of the soul, and it's time for you to embrace the changes that's needed, right? Because whatever it was, that career move, it was not working, right? It caused procrastination, failed investment, and you were sacrificing too much energy and too much time and getting nothing in return, beloved, okay? So with you being in that energy of going through the dark night of the soul, you were able to see that you were burdened by circumstances that were not necessary in your life. And this was a big revelation for you, right? And that time that you took to go inward to allow you to process what was bothering you, you realized that if it didn't add value, you had to let it go, okay? And you knew that failing to share your burdens, to release, you wouldn't be able to find the support that you needed and the relief from the financial burden. So you finally realized to surrender that, released it. Yes. And in the end, overall, Taurus energy, what tarot is saying is, in the end, Nine of Pentacles is coming out. So in the end, independence. Enjoy your fruits of labor, luxury, self-sufficiency, financial independence, creating a stable, comfortable environment, right? Ashe. In the end, came out that Nine of Pentacles. In the beginning, remember, in the beginning, it started off with the Nine of Wands being reversed. You worn down, right? You was exhausted. You was giving up. You was overwhelmed. And then you went on your little journey, as we do in tarot or in life, right? Where in the beginning you had the inability to maintain your boundaries, right? Now look at you, independent. You know your boundaries. You're very independent, luxurious too. Let me hold something. Information in the description box, but luxurious financial independence too. You're creating a stable, comfortable environment, and you're enjoying the fruits of your labor. Ashe to you. Let's flip the camera so the Taurus, or you, whoever's involved here, can see what this is about. As the Taurus energy is in our, give me a second. I want to keep reminding us that we have all the zodiac signs within us, correct? So let me go ahead and get it up here, so that way I ain't got to keep rattling my brain and wasting our time. Although we're timeless, zodiacs in our body chart. All right, so Aries is the head. We're working on the Taurus now. So Taurus is the neck, that throat chakra, right? Use your throat, neck. Don't be giving out no neck. Stop that, y'all. Stop. Stop. Talking about deep throat me. Stop. Anyway, Taurus is the neck. Focus on the neck, the throat, the ears, the thyroid glands, okay? Taurus, all right? So let me go ahead and flip that camera on around so y'all can have y'all own point of view. What up, y'all? Y'all know I love y'all, right? All right. So we got our 13 portals on out here. These are our 13 portals. First column is talking about those that were worn down by those constant challenges, right? You had the inability to maintain boundaries, right? Good luck came. You're journeying from troubled water to calmer shores. It's for those that was coming up against you. You left them in a mental prison, right? They're feeling trapped, and you can't look back. No, beloved, you cannot. You got to keep moving forward. Yes, you do. You have to let the collapse happen as they let it happen to you. You've pulled your way out with no help. Remember that, Taurus, right? To where when you go through the dark night of the soul, divine and spirit is going to make sure you feel completely alone so that you're able to see. But they're always there, especially divine. Now you're going to have a couple of spirits coming in and out, fucking with you on your journey. Anyway, second column talking about procrastination, right? Waste of luck, growth setbacks, right? Then here you come, you're filled with creative energy and a strong desire for adventure and new experiences. Now you're avoiding burnout. And then when you went through your dark night of the soul, whoever you are, you came to realize that this was over family and community and the bonds that are twisted and broken within. Meddling workplace, meddling relatives, arguments within the workplace and the family and the communities, all over money, right? Meanwhile, it's dealing with your emotions. They doing all of this over money. It's caused you to be isolated, right? Pushed you away so that you can come charging out in charge of your emotions with the Knight of Cups. Now you're attractive and charming to others because this is what you're reflecting. This is the energy that you're in, beloved. And you worked hard for that. Don't forget that. Okay. Column three. Column three is talking about those that are planning and moving and forward. They striving and pushing forward through the tough times now. They realizing that the objectives and goals before them, they have to set them out to achieve them, right? So a lot are stepping out of their cocoon and exploring new experiences in new worlds, right? That left us going through the dark night of the soul, right? Because we had to realize that we were sacrificing too much energy and time, getting nothing in return. We had to realize that we had to consider new ideas and perspectives and embrace those changes that was needed in order for our career to move. Because our career, our social life, just us in general, we were not moving. Absolute standstill with no explanation, right? Then when we sat in that dark night of the soul, we realized that we was burdened by certain circumstances, not necessary in our lives. We took that time to go inward to allow us to process what was bothering us, right? We found that support because we realized that failure to share those burdens to release, it was only hindering us. And we also realized that if it didn't add value, we had to let it go. So now those that went up against you are left rushing results because they're trying to catch up to you. They're abandoning their own efforts too abruptly, limited success, right? Impatient and poor planning. They're reaping disappointment in rewards, trying to catch up to you, Taurus. And in the end, stay focused, right? All that exhaustion, all that giving up, all that overwhelm. You're going to be able to enjoy your fruits of labor, financial independence, creating a stable, independent, luxurious life for yourself with a comfortable environment, and creating that for those that are around you. All right. So now let's get that oracle deck out. Let's get the oracle deck out for Taurus. We're going to get the oracle deck out, and then we're going to pull out some ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. What messages are we to receive in regards to this Taurus? As we are aware that the Taurus in general is telling us to focus on our neck, right? Our neck, our throat, our ears, the thyroid gland, our throat chakra. Speak up, right? Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Last messages from the oracle deck. Ashe. Ashe. All right, let's see what's going on, y'all. I'm looking at you have not stolen what belongs to God. You have not stolen what belongs to yourself. They were stealing from you, right? For some. Move this back. Y'all a little bit too close. Sometimes they crave your negative energy. Play chess ASAP. So they want you to get imbalanced. They love that shit too. They love when you cuss their ass out. They even love when you hit them. Don't do it. Just don't give them no attention at all. I'm looking at a mirror. You're a mirror, right? You're a mirror. Whoever you are, Taurus, you're a mirror. You are reflection, right? And self-understanding, truth and illusion, personal growth. You are the connection to humanity, the infinite nature of reality and consciousness, guiding spiritual and personal growth. I'm looking at you're part of ancient bloodlines. Whoever you are, you're part of ancient bloodlines here. You're believed to hold mystical properties, spiritual meaning, and wisdom, right? Divine essence connecting the physical and spiritual realms. Portal 5, something about the FBI now. Oversee the FBI firewall expert in intrusion and cybersecurity. So someone is overseeing the FBI firewall expert in intrusion and cybersecurity here. So that's what my mysterious, mystical, unknown cosmic beings did that then took human form and is out there destroying nations after nations. The red nations destructed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm looking at these following 6 names: Dickens, Bell, Patricia, Patrice, Jennifer, Linda. I'm looking at Executive Office of the President, number of offices and councils: National Security Council, White House Press Secretary's Office, support President in effectively governing, active since 1939, Office of Management Budgeting. We need 5 more divine and spirit for the Taurus signs. Final messages from the Oracle deck. What should they be aware of here? YouTubers have came out. YouTube, y'all on fire. We got YouTubers, and it's too many to name. Up on this one that I'm looking at Kai Cenat. Whatever his name is, Cenat, Amanda Cerny, Mama Chelling, Hong Kong, Mike Chen. All right, y'all was looking at Jade Bowler, Nigel Braun, Josiah Brooks, just to name a few. They could be affected or could be affecting. Portal 10 for the Oracle deck is no more poverty. Portal 11, follow the law of contraction. You are the mirror, right? You let it come to you. You don't chase shit. The dragons and the mermaids have allied. Final message. Jupiter is all about hope and growth. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. ABCs. Let's see what letters are connected to this. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Next up will be Virgo. Then Capricorn. Unless any of you Capricorns on out there and you want to comment below Capricorn, I got M. M is in the energy. 13. Number 13. Number 4. Cosmic stability, transition, maternal energy. What's this? N. I got the letter N for necklace. The first one was for monkey, okay? The number 5, the number 15, spiritual transformation, renewal, potential. And it's a pearl necklace too. That could be relevant. Got the letter H. A horse is on that. The number 8, high spiritual vibration, visionary, pioneering. The letter A, Source, creation, unity, leadership, beginnings, the number 1. The letter M came out twice, and they both say the same thing on those cards. And finally, the letter J, 2, 4, 6. We need 3 more. At least 4, 9, or 13. 6. So we got justice, leadership, manifestation, number 1, number 10, or jellyfish could be relevant. 4, 9, or 13. So we need 3 more, divine and spirit. We need 3 more. Thank you. What is that? I got the letter D, number 4, a dog on the back, structure, foundational wisdom, stability. The letter S, I'm looking at a star. Number 19, number 2, number 19, strength, serenity, spiritual energy. 1 more, divine. Thank you. The letter E. The letter E, number 5, breath of life, intuition, spiritual alignment, and elephant is here. Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. All right, thank you, well, who was this? Taurus. Thank you, Taurus energy. We're going to go ahead and put y'all to the side now. Thank y'all so much. Virgo, bring that ass here. Virgo, bring that ass here. So we're going to start off with tarot for the Virgo. But before we start off with the tarot, I'm just going to let the Virgo signs know what to expect moving into the month of April here, okay? Let's see. All right. So we got Virgo, August 23rd through September 22nd. This month pushes you to communicate your worth and share your creative ideas, okay? You may feel a need to restructure your long-term projects during the mid-month alignments, okay? Let's see. So in April, you're urged to speak up about your work and ambitions. Break out of your comfort zones. This month starts with a focus on grounding, but speaks with intense energy, especially around April 19th through the 20th, as the sun enters Taurus and planets align with the heavy-hitting Saturn. Virgo. Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. This message is for the Virgo energies. Virgo is, let me see. Let's see where you are on the body, Virgo. Virgo is, all right, representing our abdomen, intestines, liver, and gallbladder. Woo-wee! So this is important. Belly area, right? Belly area. Woo-wee! So Virgos, very important to us here. What's going on with the Virgos? Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. Ashe. Tarot portion of this read. Thank you, divine. I saw that. First one coming out is the Tower. The Tower is coming out, breaking down of old structure, right? Sudden change, upheaval, revelation, unexpected disruption, chaos that is preceding the transformation here, okay? We got justice coming reversed, and then judgment coming reversed. Okay, Virgo, so what is this saying? Justice reversed. For some, you are living in denial and illusions. It's based around greed, jealousy, untrustworthy actions, avoidance in business deals, not accountable, unfair work, unfair outcomes due to your actions, passing all your problems down to others, and you're not willing to accept consequences because you're running from guilt. For some Virgos, you're in the energy of judgment reversed here, okay? All these is very heavy here, Virgo. What the hell going on? We about to figure out. For some, you doubt and you judge yourself too harshly, so it's time to be kind, okay? It's causing missed opportunities, lost momentum, which is causing you to fall behind, too busy to reflect, forgive yourself. You've been too critical of your own past actions, and it's time to trust the process and the progress. Move with pride and confidence and less caution, Virgo, okay? Let's see. Ooh, wee. I'm sweating and shit. Here we go, Virgo. God damn it. What? Let me just read it. Not get too invested here. Wee. Talk to us, divine and spirit. What's going on with this Virgo energy? That's a lot. I got the high priestess that flipped over here. So the tower is coming up, and you got the high priest, and I got a lot that just fell in my lap here. So we're going to take it until we get 13. And that's how this story is about to go, Virgo. So thank you, Tarot. If it ain't 13, we'll keep going. The high priestess is here. So with that sudden change, upheaval, that revelation, it's talking about the mysteries of the universe. That logic just cannot explain, right? It's based around intuition, unconscious knowledge, divine feminine, a connection to your inner voice here, okay? So that tower is up, breaking down those old structures due to you, whoever you are, Virgo, standing in your high priestess energy here. Or there's a high priestess that's causing this tower to you, Virgo. Take what resonate and leave the rest. So we got the Two of Cups reverse coming out here. This is falling under those that is living in denial and illusions here, right? That greed, that jealousy, those untrustworthy actions here. It caused the disharmony in your relationships. You were one-sided, and it was one-sided feelings. It caused that miscommunication, that separation, and that imbalance within your relationships, okay? Confirmation. And then we got what's this? The World is coming reverse, and I got 4 2s on here. I don't know why, but that's 4 2s that's on this portal here, as this is card number 21, tarot card number 21, right? So that would be a 3, but I don't know why I got 4 2s, so that would be 5 2s that is up here. So this is like a major warning sign here, or to me, it's telling you that your world is reversed. You missed out on opportunities. You move with pride and confidence and less caution. And that's what you were told to do. But you were too busy to reflect, and you didn't forgive yourself. So that caused delays. You feeling incomplete. You was taking shortcuts to complete here. And now you're unable to complete a cycle. Oh my goodness. Queen of Swords is coming reversed here, okay? So for some Virgos that is in that high priestess energy, very divine feminine energy, you have a connection to your own voice, right? Very like, I don't know why I keep wanting to do this, right? Very mysterious you are, right? And you make people want to do this, you know, I don't know what that's about, but you're causing this sudden change here, okay? And it's leaving somebody, and a lot of those in this Queen of Swords reverse energy in their mind, very pessimistic, very malicious and manipulative. They are harsh and bitter, very spiteful, Virgo. Whether it's you coming up against this high priestess energy that's breaking down these old structures, or whether it's you sitting in the high priestess energy, whatever's going on, this motherfucker that's down here, this Queen of Swords reverse that act like it got a ding-a-ling, okay, but it might not. Whatever it is, this is tarot. It's just energy, right? But it's very cruel and deceitful and unforgiving, right? And thinking too much with their heart instead of their own mind here. They too emotionally involved with their current situation, and they have no logic. It's poor communication based around trauma and toxic relationships that you done already got yourself out of. And they still talking about that shit, or that's like the topic of conversation. Oh shit. So it's starting to think more objectively, you are, but they are too. All right. And their emotions is leading them astray, whatever the fuck going on here. The sturgeon moon, this could be against a Leo. This is supposed to be with astrology, but it ended up in here. So these Virgos could be affected by a Leo, or they could very well be affecting a Leo, or thinking that they're affecting a Leo in this energy. But it's like, no, actually, because it's falling under, if it were to stay here, it would fall under disharmony in relationships, which is one-sided. Okay, passing down all the problems onto others, not accountable for their work, greedy, jealousy, untrustworthy actions there, right? The imbalance is like a fucked up ass Libra. A justice reverse is a very chaotic Libra, okay? Pretty much. Okay, so it's like They could have been coming up somebody that's in the Leo energy, or this Leo could be having them in this energy, whichever way it goes. The Two of Pentacles is coming reverse. And what the Two of Pentacles is talking about is falling under that Two of Cups reverse. So now they trying to juggle too many things in their life. And they trying to take a shortcut. It's a lot of shortcuts going on, Virgo. A lot of shortcuts in the Virgo energy so far. Okay? That ain't gonna fly, right? So we're talking about considering your own well-being, because you can't handle everything alone. Things are falling through the cracks. It's a neglectful partner. I want to get out this energy so bad, because they can't, whatever's going on, Virgo, be aware of your income and expenditures of overspending. Learn how to live in financial capacity. Next is coming up is the King of Cups. So for those that missed out on opportunities, you had to go through the dark night of the soul. Your world was reversed. You was unable to complete a cycle here, right? Because you came up against somebody that was up in their King of Cups energy, and you was trying to siphon their energy, okay? They have emotional mastery, wisdom, compassion, diplomacy, and this is not about gender. This is just energy. They're embodying stability and emotional matters, okay? And whether it's you, Virgo, or whether it's you coming up against these energies, Virgo, there's a lot of twisted shit going on. Anyway, portal number 10. The Five of Swords is coming reverse, because a lot of y'all want a particular period of conflict to be over with an open dialogue, but it's still sabotaged there. I told you I wanted to get out this energy. Yeah, you want people to let loose a financial tension that you've caused around the trauma and the toxic relationships, right? You have to understand that winning is not everything. You're now, and if you understand that, you would be capable of focusing your energy and positivity and structure to get back together with yourself, right? Because you're all discombobulated, whatever's going on, and you're in the same column as this High Priestess energy, right under this Queen of Swords reverse energy. Very manipulative energy, very cruel and bitter. Ten of Pentacles is coming out, and for those that are was unfair with their outcomes and actions and passing on the problems on the others, it caused the disharmony in the relationship. It was one-sided feelings. You was trying to juggle too many things, and you didn't commit to a lot. It was all over family wealth. You greedy bitches. And it said that greed, jealousy, untrustworthy action. It was over someone's legacy, their inheritance, a long-term and permanent success. It was an establishment of their lasting legacy here. And I'm not really too fond of that word legacy. You dig what I'm saying? But in this sense, it's like family members was literally siphoning not only energy, but they literally was stealing, if you want to say money. Like they know something that this entity or whoever they were coming up against, and they ganged up with. I can't even get this shit out. Let me get out this energy. Nine of Swords is coming reverse. And the Nine of Swords is talking about, because this is fucked up. Whatever's going on, Virgo. Y'all some grimy motherfuckers. That's all I gotta say. This is a fucked up feeling, because of whoever you came up against. It makes me want to cry. And bitch, I ain't no crier no more. I'm done with that. Unless I'm out there grounded and I'm thinking about going to another fucking plane or some in the middle of the ocean, or some shit that but crying over shit like this, and this makes me want to cry, because this is how hurtful. Whenever somebody find this shit out, it's gonna be extremely hurtful, because of everyone that's involved. God damn. So because you got emotional mastery and they going through the dark night of the soul, they're unable to complete the cycle, because their judgment is reversed, right? They doubted themselves and they judged you too harshly. And it was time for them to be kind. Why am I about to cry? Don't you fucking do it. But you're at emotional mastery, because these are fucked up entities, period, point blank. Whether it's up against you, Virgo, or whether you're caught in the middle, or it's your Virgo ass energy that's doing this shit, yo. Oh my gosh. Whoever y'all came up against had to find ways to manage their anxiety and worry. And they had to realize that it was the end of a difficult time, and they were seeking support and shit. And despair was ended. They had to have faith. Right? They was reaching out, and they probably was reaching out to y'all, but y'all so fucking grimy, bro. Whoever y'all are. Whoever you are. It's not okay. The Four of Pentacles is coming reversed for the final messages for the Virgos. And instead of protection, you became greedy, succumbing to stinginess. I knew it. Spreading too much money. You were told to get a proper hold of the finances and the financial resources, but you didn't. You was very risky. Now you're haunted by certain fears of poverty, compelling you to be nothing but materialistic. In the end, Virgos, you started off with that tower, right? Upheaval, sudden change, unexpected disruption, a chaos that precedes before the transformation, right? So some of you are still left in this energy of haunted by certain fears of poverty, compelling you to be nothing but materialistic. Self-protective and defensive in terms of materialistic things, right? Release from the past. You need to donate, but you can't because you stingy. Damn. Dirty alpha after dirty offer after dirty offer. Damn, yo. That's just, and you got envy here, which envy is the snake. Envy is the snake. And greed, right? Greed is no self-control. That's gluttony. What is greed? Which one is greed? A pig. Ew. Phew. Okay. So yeah. Confirmation. Time to move on. Virgo, let's get y'all on out the way. Let me flip it. And then we're gonna move on to Capricorn, right? We did Taurus. Good job for us. We did Taurus. So here's the overlook for the tarot part of you Virgos out there. The Virgo energy, which is also telling us to focus on that belly area. Okay, the belly. I said the belly. So while y'all go ahead and take a look at what we have here, here's column 1. Right? Virgo, focus on that abdomen, intestines, liver, gallbladder. For those over on Spotify, yeah, come join the lives. That way you can see the tarot cards. Because this read is so heavy that I don't even want to repeat this shit. I just don't. What's up, Hector Goblin? What's up, beloved? I just don't. This was a heavy read for me. And I just want to get out this energy. No disrespect to anybody that's a Virgo or see themselves as a Virgo. It's just whatever this energy is in, it's very heavy. You know what I'm saying? And whoever is sitting in this energy, I don't feel bad for you. I do not. I do not. I do not. Karma is there. Karma is here. Karma is every fucking where. And I say to those that calmed your way on out of this. You got some great things coming your way, beloved. You got some great things coming your way. Male or female, woman or man, them or they. All right, so Oracle deck. Bring that ass here. We got the Oracle deck coming on out here. And we're just going to pull on some messages, final messages from the Oracle deck. And then we'll pull some letters out. And then we'll get those towards Capricorns one out the way, right? Shout out to y'all. Shout out, shout out, shout out. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Before I knocked, and I ain't even tell you or ask you. We just want to know overall messages. What's going on with this Virgo energy here? It's very heavy here. So if we can get some clear and concise messages in regard to any of these stories, any of these portals, it would truly be appreciated. Thank you so much, Divine Spirit. Guide us. Ashe. Woo, because this was heavy. So we need some clarification here. You dig what I'm saying, y'all? Because we know all of this want to bend all up. They set you up, but they regret that shit. And it was trying to bend all up in my hand. Now they all bent out of shape. Because you're finding out. They didn't give a fuck if you knew. It's what? You're the winner. You're the winner of what you want. Look at you. You about to win something. Look at this. They promoted Christian nationalism, misguiding the masses on the plane of the planet. So you got a lot of religion that's coming in here, and they've been working with religious people, and particularly Christians. Okay, nothing against y'all. This is just what's on the portal, right? So they set you up, but they regret that shit. You're the winner of what you want. Okay, whatever you desire, you can have it, beloved. Right? Because you're conscious enough not to misuse your power and your energy. The tables have turned. The tables have turned. Be positive. Bloodlines is out there. You're visionaries, okay? You have balanced creativity. You have the ability to manifest your dreams, okay? And your desires. You're natural born magicians, okay? Sigil magic, chaos magic, spell crafting, fire magic, fast moving. Shit, you got it all, motherfucker. The tables have turned. I know that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 6 is something about Bar Harbor, as above, so below, in San Antonio. So Bar Harbor is in Maine, Erie, Mount Desert Island. Check under the docks. The trails will lead you. Acadia National Park, as above, so below. They doing, San Antonio, the jewel of Texas, South Central, the largest in the U.S., as above, so below. Riverwalk, the river, San Antonio River, downtown area is diabolical. Damn, I be tripping too. 4, 6. I'm telling you, I probably did some research and shit. And it made me write that. I'm trying to tell you what Divine Spirit told me to write. I write it whenever I hear shit. Instead of it staying in here and fucking with me all the time, I write it down, whether I'm writing a poem, whether I'm just writing, whether I'm writing the portals. I write it down so it ain't got to be stuck in here. Fuck you, it won't stay here. Something about AT&T underground facility at Fairview, Kansas is coming out. Kansas is coming out. As above, so below. A projector is in the energy, Virgo. There's a projector, and a projector is our guides and strategists possessing the unique ability to see and understand others on a deeper level. They inherit wisdom and insight. They offer guidance. They navigate complex situations. They have a unique point of view, and they represent personal growth and personal recognition. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8. We need 5 more. I'm just going to pull 5 more, then read them. I'll be losing count. Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So we got, I'm looking at Council for National Policy is out here. Council for National Policy, a little known club of a few hundred of the most powerful conservatives in the USA. Conservative and Republican, 1981 Reagan administration, umbrella organization and networking group. Directors revolutionized the 20th century. Smoke the Creator. We just decoding. 607 Unk. We just decoding. We're talking about Sanford Underground Research Facility. As above, so below. South Dakota, 4,889 feet deep. U.S. deepest underground laboratory. Former mine extends 8,000 feet below. Neutrino physics, dark matter, former gold mine. More than 28 active research projects. So you know how I say at the end of my transition, much peace, much light, much love, but especially that darkness, because dark matter. Dark matter, y'all. Become organized and, what did it say, persistent. Whatever you do, Virgo, become organized and persistent. That was a lot of information that was in there. Any names that are mentioned could be affected, could not be affected, could be involved, could not be involved. You always want to decode. Could be, just because I'm named D'Amica don't mean it ain't other people out there named D'Amica, right? So you always decode. Always decode. Thank you, Virgo. Thank you, Virgo. So now we're going to push into the Capricorn energy. Capricorn, bring that ass here. Shit, my legs numb. Come on. I'm numb. My 6-pack ain't 6-packing no more. Titties sweating. Come on. Shit. I'm on my period too. That's why my 6-pack not here. See? All right. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. We're going to go ahead and thank you, Virgo. Thank you, Taurus. We appreciate that. We're going to go ahead and welcome in the Capricorn energy, right? And we just want to go ahead and get an overall tarot read for the Capricorn. We're going to pull on, or oh, wait, I ain't do the letters. Excuse me. I ain't do letters for Virgo. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. Rewind. Let's pull some letters out real quick. We'll do four, Virgo. We'll do four letters and we'll push it to Capricorn. My bad, y'all. I should. Give me some letters for the Virgo energy here. A J, a M. Well, we're going to take all these letters that I see. All right, I got an X. X is coming out, number 6, number 24, transmutation, intersection, cosmic influence. An M is coming out here. Number 13, number 4, cosmic stability, transition, maternal energy. A W is coming out here. Okay, look at the player. You had the M and you had the W come out back to back. That's amazing. I'll be tripping. But anyway, number 23, number 5, wisdom, cosmic, personal transformation. Letter P is coming out. Okay, pencil, wisdom, speech. Number 6, number 17, spiritual power. M is coming out again. Number 4, number 13. All right. K is coming out here. Transformation, spiritual power, karmic lessons. Number 12. And what's this? I meant number 2 and number 11. We got J coming out here, okay? J, justice, leadership, manifestation. Number 10, number 1. R is coming out here, personal power, resonance, rational mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more. D, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right. We got D coming out here. D is number 4, foundation of wisdom, stability, and structure. Letter O is out here. Letter O, completeness, spiritual light, divinity. Number 15, number 6. Letter W came out here again. That's twice for M and W. Wisdom, number 23. Cosmic, number 5. Personal transformation. U is out here. U is out here. Number 21. Number 3. Spiritual abundance, unification, connection, and united. And finally, L for our 13th letter here. Higher wisdom, number 12. Number 3. Enlightenment and balance. Okay, now Capricorn, bring that ass here. All right, thank you, Divine, thank you, Spirit. Now we're going to work with the Capricorn energy, and we're just going to end it with the Capricorn energy for the Earth signs, as we've already done the Taurus and Virgo. What are the Capricorn? What is the Capricorn energy going to say to us? What should we expect? What messages are we to receive? Pushing into the month of April. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. All right. Capricorn. Let's see what's going on, Cap. Woo! We almost there, y'all. 52:49 on that timer there. So we almost there. Appreciation and gratitude for y'all sacrificing y'all time, y'all energy, y'all selves. I don't know how y'all sitting. I know goddamn well I can't wait to get myself set up in a better position. But in the meantime, in between time, this shit helping me straighten my spinal up and shit like that. My legs getting more stretched out a whole lot more. Okay, and I'm able to sit in a meditative state. Anyway, a lot longer. Do more squats and shit that I didn't know I could do. So we're starting off Capricorn. 6 of Swords is coming reversed here. And that's talking about you're trying to move on and make the transition that's needed. For some, you're returning to the past due to issues in the past that is not being resolved, or you're questioning your decisions, resisting transition that life is providing. Okay, so it's going to cause you to be trapped at work or trapped in the mind here. Okay, so you might seem like you're being haunted, and you can't let shit go. Okay, for some of you, there's feelings of being forced to make a decision before you even wanted to, especially around finances. Okay, we got the Hangman that's coming reversed here. So for some, this is a refusal to make the necessary sacrifices in the Capricorn energy. You're stalling, resisting, unwilling to see different perspectives. Okay, and indecision is here. Temperance is coming reversed here, okay? So for some in the Capricorn energy, that's talking about imbalance, right? Impatience, taking things to extreme, causing discord, lack of harmony, Okay, the lovers is coming and it's falling under those that's trying to move on. Transition is needed. For some, you're feeling it's feelings of being forced to make a decision before you wanted to. For some, you feel haunted, you can't let go. And this is around harmony, attractiveness, and perfection in a relationship. Whether it's love, whether it's social, whether it's business, whether it's an investment, whatever it is, the trust and unity was supposed to give confidence and strength and empower the other, right? It was supposed to be development in your own personal beliefs so that the bond created would be very strong within that union, right? You were supposed to be balanced. It could have been joined in marriage or another close, intimate relationship, a concept of choice between opposing and mutually exclusive. So somebody had to make up their mind on the importance of life. And it seems like somebody did, though, because they're trying to move on and make the transition as needed. But then is somebody trying to return to the past due to somebody trying to move on, but they got questions. And it's in the mind who they got, okay, hold on. So the Ten of Swords is coming reversed. Okay. And for those that were stalling, unwilling to see different perspectives there, you figured out that it was no way to defeat whatever tragedy that was. And it has happened after a long course of events, right? You recognizing that you hit rock bottom for some, and there's no more left to give. The release must be initiated by you. The cycle starts anew. Things can only get better, okay? The King of Pentacles is coming reverse. So that's talking about that Temperance reverse energy. So those that are very imbalanced, impatient, taking things to extreme, it's like it's causing financial setbacks, okay? Mismanagement, greed, materialism, instability, selfishness, a lack of discipline, financial insecurity. It's like a leech energy, okay? They take more than they can contribute, whatever's going on. Damn. And they going to the extremes with it now. Lack of harmony. Okay, so for whatever's going on with this lover situation, with that situationship, relationship, investment, that business, take a moment to reflect and evaluate yourselves and your actions. Actions taken takes of a changed path, okay? Coming close to a significant point in your life, you must evaluate yourself. It's a chance for clear idea of what you need to change, renewal, values, period of awakening, karma, let go of the past. So remember, in the beginning, he was like he was returning to the past due to the issues in the past that's not being resolved or questioning your decision here. Okay, so Capricorn also, I forgot to read. Give me a second, Cap. Let's see. So Capricorn, coming into April, Capricorn, December 22nd through January 19th. Your focus is on balancing your personal life with career ambitions, especially as heavy planetary aspects near April 19th through the 20th will challenge your structures, okay? So the sun is going to enter Taurus and major intense Mars, Saturn, Mercury conjunction occurs, impacting your stability and career path, okay? So let's see. You got the Three of Cups coming reversed there. Third party involvement here based around your emotions. For some, that's in this no way to defeat this tragedy. This had to happen after a long course of events there. You realize that you had no time to socialize here, all right? And it was gossip and scandal present, hidden envy. Like I said, that third party that was hindering your relationships. It was a chaotic office experience, overspending, or if you're still there, you're figuring out your way out. Okay? It caused you to lose touch with yourself. And you realized you had to put in the effort to make sure that you were connected, right? But something wasn't connected at all here. So the next column is talking about for those that was in that lack of discipline, that was that leech energy, right? They took more than they could contribute. So now the devil was here, okay? So the devil was telling you that it was unhealthy attachments, addiction. They was being trapped by their own material desires, self-imposed restrictions, right? Bondage. That was 9. We need 4 more, divine and spirit. We need 4 more. So let's see how this is going to play out for these columns here, for these stories. So those that was coming to a close, significant point in their life, and you realized you had to reevaluate yourself. You had to evaluate yourself, period, point blank. And it was a chance for clear idea of what you wanted. You went through that judgment, right? So you had to revisit the past. For some, you had to revisit that past. And for some, it was reconnecting with your childlike joy. It was fond memories. But for some, it was not. Right? It was very traumatic and toxic. But you had to go through that time, through that dark night of the soul. Yes, you did. I say to you too. You did that. Yes, you did. You did that. Because you knew it was based around your values. You had to let go of the past, but you had to go there in order to let go. And you also picked up your younger self. Look at you growing up and shit. Yeah, you picked up your younger wounded selves. And you brought them on along with you. However, they say old Gregorian calendar, but however, whatever your age is, if you're wiser, right? If you like 50 and over, then you had to go back and get your young adult, your teenage, and your child self, okay? If you're a teen, I hope you ain't no damn teenager coming on here. If you is, you better be conscious enough to understand what you're tapping into, okay? But you had to go back and go get your child, okay? But if you were like a young adult or adult, you see how it's going. You always have to go back and go get that younger self that we leave behind when we be on our journeys, okay? So justice is here. And justice for those that was too busy with school and work, and it was causing you to lose that touch, right? You started off refusing to make the necessary sacrifices, and then you realized, fuck that, I'm at a finality of defeat. I have no more left to give. You started surrendering. You recognized that you hit rock bottom. You reached out to divine so you can have a greater connection with yourself. And you realize exactly who you are. So that left you with no time to socialize or go out with your family and friends because you're starting to realize that gossip and scandal was present. Okay? Hidden envy, third party hindering your relationship. You was realizing this stuff. So justice is here, beloved. Right? Decisions have been made, and this is going to have long-term effects in all things. Your attention is needed now, and this is revolved around your life, your career, right? Your family, everything. It's a warning to all who have done wrong to you. They should have been fair in all their deeds, Capricorn. And if this is you, then you should have been fair. But whatever it is, karma here. The truth must come to pass based on facts, not lies. Judgment made fairly, right? Decisions made in the past are weighed with fairness. These the good Libras out here. These the good Libras, right? They ain't all discombobulated like them other goddamn Libras that came out here early in the other reads, right? This is what Libra is supposed to represent. Justice, right? Yes. Relief to those who were wronged. It's time for solutions. I know that's the fuck right. I know you not fucking lying. What up, y'all? Y'all know I read them comments at the end. What up, y'all? Hey, y'all. Let's get into the last 2 messages revolved around Capricorn here. And how we're going to end with tarot. And then we're going to broaden the message with the oracle deck and then the letters. And then we're going to pray after I read the comments. I say, give me the last 2 messages for the Capricorn energy out here. That other one got swallowed up. I couldn't even see it no more. But that's all right. So, all right, portal number 12 here. So for those that was in that devil energy, yeah, this whole goddamn count, wait till y'all see it. It got Temperance reverse, King of Pentacles reverse, the devil, and the Fool, right? So here you are, collective, divine collective energy, right? Whether you're a Capricorn or not, you're on this new beginning, right? Excuse me. You're on this new beginning. It's opportunity, it's potential, innocence, right? Oh, 5, 1, 2, 3. Innocence. What's this? You're committed to yourself. You're following your heart. You're embracing the unknown. You're taking a leap of faith, right? Give me a second, y'all. Because the Capricorn is representing in your mind, in your body. The Capricorn is representing your knees, your joints, your bones, and your skin. Okay. So you on this new journey, you're following your heart, you're embracing the unknown, you're taking that leap of faith, you're free spirited, right? You're on a new journey here. Once you once you realize that, for those that are still stuck in this imbalanced energy, you took things to the extreme, it caused you to have financial setbacks and mismanagement, a lack of discipline and financial insecurity. You was a leech, right? And it was unhealthy attachment, self-imposed restriction. You was being trapped by your own material desires. You're being offered this new journey, right? You're being offered this new beginning, and it's an opportunity, a potential to have a free spirit again. Okay, start off on a new journey. Commit to yourself, follow your heart, embrace the unknown, take that leap of faith. In the end, overall, Capricorn started off trying to move on and make the transitions that needed, right? For some, you felt trapped at work. You returned to the past due to issues in the past that's not being resolved, or you're questioning your decisions. That was in the beginning, right? In the end, excuse me, in the end, for some, you're still left with worries. Nine of Swords is here. Mental anguish. You kept up awake by the worries. It's the darkest time before dawn, too. So anxiety, worry, even nightmares. And I don't even think with this energy here, whoever you are, Capricorn, I don't think these nightmares and stuff is even your burdens here. I really think it's probably your family or your friends or your community here that's causing this mental anguish, and you kept all night, you kept up awake by the worries. The darkest time before dawn too, so you might be waking up, um, what they call witching hours, 3 to 4, 3 to 6 a.m., 3 to 5 a.m. Okay, and you might be waking up. Divine Spirit might be trying to give you some messages here, uh, but let's see. Let's pull on the Oracle deck and let's see how we can broaden the message and get a little bit more clarity. What kind of messages can we decode from the Oracle deck here, okay? All right, so thank you, Divine. Thank you. Oh, let me flip the camera. I'm so ignorant. Let me flip the camera. I love y'all. I'm going to read them comments at the end, too. So let's see here, Capricorn. First column, we're talking about trying to move on, right? A lot of you did. You had a feelings of being forced to make decisions before you even wanted to, and it caused you to be haunted. It felt like you couldn't even let go. And it was based around bonds that was created very strong, whether it was marriage or intimate relationships, whatever it was a concept of choice between opposing and mutually exclusive folks. But somebody had to come upon the realization that they had to make up their mind about something, and that was the importance in their life. So they took that moment to reflect and evaluated themselves and their actions and the actions that they took. It caused a change path, right? It was a period of awakening. Karma was there. They let go of the past. They even went back into their childhood nostalgic memories and grabbed their younger traumatic selves. They said, I'm not going to leave you behind. Come with me. For some Capricorns, you refused. In the beginning, you was refusing to make the necessary sacrifices, very indecisive, unwilling to see different perspectives. Then the Ten of Swords came reversed. The mind, right? You was like, damn, there's no way that I can defeat this tragedy that has happened after a long course of events. It just keeps happening and I can't go through this no more. You recognize that you hit rock bottom. There's no more left to give. Your release must be initiated by you. And that's exactly what you did. Things can only get better. The cycle starts anew. Now, with that cycle starting anew, you're pushed into the dark night of the soul where you have no time to socialize or go out with friends and family. You're too busy with school, work. It's causing you to lose touch, right? You realize that while you're in this dark night of the soul, gossip and scandal was present, hidden envy, third parties was hindering your relationships. Chaos was everywhere in the office, the family, overspending even within yourself. Whether you was overspending your energy, overspending your money, overspending your time, whatever it was, you realize that shit. right? And you realize that judgment had to be made fairly, and divine and spirit stepped in. They said, you walked through that dark night of the soul, head held high. We are proud of you. The truth must come to pass based on facts, and we are going to be fair in all our deeds. This is a warning to all who have done you wrong. Third column is talking about that funky ass, imbalanced ass, impatient ass energy that's taking things to the extremes, Capricorn. And whether it's you or it's around you, it's all revolving around greed, materialism, irresponsibility, instability, right? Financial setbacks, your health, because they are fucking leech. This leeching off your damn energy. Whatever it is, it's an unhealthy attachment, right? Devil energy, addicted. Either you or them are being trapped by your material desires, Capricorn. In the end, you're given this new opportunity. Tarot is all about the fool on the journey. How divine is that? You are getting this new beginning, this new opportunity, this new potential, right? A start of a new journey. This could be the start of something new. It feels so right to be here with you. Oh, fuck that. High School Musical. Shit. I done went through so much traumatic shit. My children went through so much traumatic shit. All we had was Disney Channel, nigga. So I know every fucking song to the fucking Disney Channel. But if you slow down the lyrics and you listen to the words, God damn, they was on point. Still is. Or was. I don't know. Back in that so Raven time and all that. I don't know what the fuck going on with Disney Channel now. But to really find out how much shit those child stars had to go through. Oh my God. And then to think about they had to go through so much more with every view, every click, every time we tuned in. We didn't know this though. We didn't know this. Every time we tuned in, they suffered more. And whether it was by the choices of their family members or their own choices as they got older, we still tuned in, right? So in the end, Capricorns, in the end, pushing into April, be aware of that anxiety, that worry. Be aware of that mental anguish, those nightmares. And from overall, it ain't even your shit. You see that, Capricorn? Maybe some of it is, but all of it ain't, beloved. You dig what I'm saying? So let it go, because it's going to cause nightmares, right? You're going to be kept awake by worries. That's why these are warnings, right? All right, so now let's broaden the message. You know, we like to get juicy with it with the Oracle deck. All right, thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Final messages for the Capricorn. Final messages for the Capricorn. How we going to go with this, with the Capricorn energy? I think I got it upside down. I do. I'm like, why am I study seeing words? I usually try to go to where I don't see no words on top. Not bad. I don't like to see the bottom neither. There we go. All right, thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. We got the Oracle deck on out here. What are the final messages for the Capricorn energy? In regard to this read, but overall pushing into April, what are the final messages are we to receive Capricorn energy? Ashe. Don't forget, Capricorn is them knees. My knees fucked up. I'm working on my goddamn knees. But the knees, the joints, the bones, the skin. All right, y'all. What's this? It's all everywhere. All right, I'm looking at Alexis, Alex, Janice. As above, so below. You know how they like their acronyms. Don't forget, Capricorn, you hold all the power. You are super trustworthy. All underground tunnels are destroyed. Northwest Ordinance. The one United States government policy created a system for admitting new states to the Union from the Northwest Territory. Oh, that's what that means. Okay. Well, mind control. via EMF, right? Electromagnetic field, EMF. Weapons using electro-microchip implants, nanotechnologies, microwaves, attack the brain and nervous systems. Large populations can be sent frequencies designed to indicate agitation, aggression, anxiety, newsfeed, used to subvert an individual's sense of control over their own thinking, behavior, emotions, or decision making. Flee to a holy place to find safety under divine authority. They trying to flee to a holy place to find safety under their divine authority. Whatever's going on. Rice and salt is a great combination and a grounding stone. Thank you, divine. Thank you, Spirit. I'm looking at Perry Tyler, Hart Kevin, those names could be relevant, okay? Somebody's name could be, you know, I don't say their names as I read them. I just don't want to bring power to their names no more. It ain't out of fear. Fuck them. Y'all already know how I am. I just don't want to bring power to their name, bro. Just at all. At all. But I had already wrote all these down. So fuck it. Wisconsin is out here. Wisconsin and Washington. Wisconsin, I'm looking at Appleton, La Crosse, Manitowoc, Sheboygan. Washington, I'm looking at Kennewick, the Spokesman Review, Board of Discrimination, NAACP, 1954. That Boule Society. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We need 3 more divine spirit. Shockingly evil spirit. Shockingly evil spirit. Anime. Voice over entertainment could be relevant. One more divine spirit. Thick Robin. Woods Tiger. I'm also looking at Patton Paula. One Son, 2010. Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. That's our 13 oracle messages. 13 oracle messages. Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. Now let's get our letters on out here for the Capricorn, divine and spirit, for the Capricorn energy. What letters? And final messages for the Capricorn energy, divine and spirit. Ashe. My bad, y'all. So, Capricorns. All right, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Overall, April 1st through April 19th, Venus is in Taurus, increases focus on love, comfort, and financial wellness. April 19th through April 20th, the Sun enters Taurus, and a major intense Mars-Saturn-Mercury conjunction occurs, impacting your stability and career path. In late April, Uranus is going to be in Taurus, continues to bring change to your personal life, encouraging adaptation. The letter I is out here. The letter I, intuition, divine light within, microcosm. The number 9, the letter L. Number 12, number 3, higher wisdom, enlightenment, balance. The letter S, serenity, strength, spiritual energy. The number 19, the number 2, the letter M. The number 13, number 4, cosmic stability, transition, maternal energy. The letter X. Number 6, number 24, intersection, cosmic influence. Letter P, wisdom, speech, spiritual power. Number 7, number 16. Letter H, visionary, pioneering. Number 8, high spiritual vibration. Letter U, number 21, connection, united, spiritual abundance. Number 3. 6, 8, 9. That's 9. We'll stop at 9. Thank you. Shit. I know it ain't time to pick her up. Ooh, it almost is. All right, y'all. So let me pray. Let us pray. Damn, I always run out of time. We rebuke all spells, rituals, and castings that are not of the highest frequencies, love consciousness that may have been projected my way on all timelines, planes, and dimensions. Consciously, subconsciously, thoroughly, all are protected. All is transmuted into whatever was sent to me or you or us, and then it is sent back to its source because we are already sovereign and we are already free. Any agreements and contracts that we may have agreed to while we were being on lower paradigms of existence of consciousness, they are all cut and they are all ended on all timelines, planes, and dimensions, consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously, knowingly and unknowingly. I am sovereign. You are sovereign. We are sovereign. It is done. It is done. It is done. And so it is. Hector Galvin, what's up? Frank Childress or Childress, what up, beloved? Lakeisha Evans, 999, what up, my beautiful sister? What's going on? Donnie Hill, 1974, or Donnie Hill, 974. Peace, love, and light to you as well. Ashe, what up? Much peace, much light, much love, but especially that motherfucking darkness because dark matters. And hey, fuck all that. I love y'all. Okay, I love y'all. I gotta go. Next up will be water signs. I love y'all. Peace. Love y'all. This could be